Everyone is surprised. Hyun Woo suddenly confesses to Lee Se Hee right at the company. What really happened inside the office that left every employee laughing, cheering, and completely shocked? Was it a real confession, a playful prank, or the start of something more between the two beloved stars? The atmosphere was electric, the moment unforgettable, and fans can't stop talking about it. Carpet Revealed is here to uncover every hilarious and heart-fluttering detail. Let's dive in right now. No one could have predicted what happened that day inside the bustling office of a top entertainment company. Employees were going about their usual routines when suddenly, atmosphere shifted. Standing in the center of the room, Hyun Woo, known for his charisma and confidence on screen, gathered everyone's attention. What happened next left the entire company stunned and cheering. He confessed his feelings to his co-star Lee Se Hee right then and there. Witnesses described the moment as something straight out of a K-drama. Hyun Woo, dressed casually but exuding confidence, deep breath before speaking. "There's something I've been wanting to say," he announced, his voice clear and steady. The room fell silent as curious eyes turned toward him. Then, to everyone's shock, he looked directly at Lee Se Hee, who was standing just a few feet away, completely unaware of what was about to happen. "I like you," he said with a sincere smile, his words echoing through the office. Gasps filled the room. For a brief moment, time seemed to stop. No one moved, no one spoke. Lee Se Hee stood frozen, her eyes wide with surprise. Then, as if realizing the weight of what had just been said, she blushed, covering her face with her hands. The silence lasted only seconds before the room erupted into cheers, applause, and laughter. It felt unreal. One employee recounted, "We thought we were watching a live drama scene. Everyone was screaming, laughing, and clapping. It was chaos, but in the best way." Colleagues teased the pair, chanting their names playfully while others took out their phones to record the unforgettable moment. Clips of the confession quickly made their way online, and within hours, hashtags like Hyun Woo Lee Se Hee confession and real-life K-drama trended worldwide. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. "This is better than any drama plot twist," one fan tweeted. Another commented, "If this is real, Hyun Woo just set the bar for confessions way too high." As the news spread, people began dissecting every detail of the video clips. Some pointed out how nervous Hyun Woo looked before speaking, adjusting his sleeves and taking deep breaths. Others noticed Lee Se Hee's stunned reaction and how she couldn't stop smiling shyly afterward. The undeniable chemistry between the two stars had been a favorite topic among fans ever since they starred together. But no one expected such a bold confession in real life. Industry insiders weren't surprised, however. One anonymous source revealed, Hyun Woo has always admired Lee Se Hee, even off-camera. They became close while working together, and everyone around them could sense there was something more than just friendship. Another insider shared, "Wasn't some random act. He meant every word of it." While many fans celebrated the moment, some wondered whether it was real or just a playful gesture. Speculation grew as reporters tried to contact both stars for comments. But neither Hyun Woo nor Lee Se Hee immediately addressed the confession. Their agencies remained silent, releasing short statements saying, "We have no comments on our artists' personal matters." This silence only fueled more discussion. Fans began analyzing old interviews and behind-the-scenes clips, pointing out moments where Hyun Woo seemed to care for Lee Se Hee in subtle ways. In one clip, had been seen gently fixing her microphone during a press event, while in another, she shyly laughed when he complimented her acting skills. These small gestures, which once seemed innocent, took on new meaning in light of his confession. Within days, countless fan edits and memes flooded social media. Videos compiling their sweetest on-screen and off-screen moments went viral, set to romantic K-drama soundtracks. "Feels like we've been watching their love story unfold this whole time," one fan commented. Others joked that Hyun Woo's confession was proof that K-dramas really do happen in real life. The media frenzy only intensified when the pair appeared together at a scheduled company event shortly after the confession. Observers noted that while both stars remained professional, there was a noticeable warmth in their interactions. They looked at each other differently. One attendee said, "It was subtle, but you could feel the change." International outlets quickly picked up the story, fascinated by the boldness of Hyun Woo's confession. Articles praised him for breaking away from the usual secrecy of celebrity relationships in Korea. This might be one of the most refreshing and genuine moments we've seen in the industry. One journalist wrote, "It takes courage to express feelings so openly, especially in such a public setting." Colleagues who were present at the confession also shared their thoughts. One staff member revealed, "The whole office was in shock, but in a good way. Could see how serious he was. It wasn't staged or forced, he really put his heart out there." Another co-worker added, afterward, "I teased them a bit, but it was all in good fun." You could see that Lee Se Hee was flustered but happy. Fans began speculating whether the confession would lead to an official relationship. Many expressed their support, flooding social media with messages of encouragement. "If they become a couple, I'll be the happiest fan alive," one user wrote. Another added, Hyun Woo just proved that real men confess their feelings honestly." The confession sparked debates online about whether public declarations of love were appropriate in professional settings. While some argued that it was unprofessional, most fans defended the moment as heartfelt and spontaneous. "Sometimes life gives you moments you can't plan." Popular tweet read, "This was one of those moments, and it was beautiful." Days passed, speculation continued to grow. Neither Hyun Woo nor Lee Se Hee confirmed or denied whether they had started dating. But their chemistry and subsequent appearances together only fueled more rumors. At one event, they were seen sharing a quiet laugh while waiting backstage, leading fans to flood social media with comments like, "Look at them, they're glowing." Writers and entertainment insiders noted that Hyun Woo had always been candid and sincere in his interviews, never shying away from expressing his true feelings. "This isn't out of character for him," one journalist remarked. "He's always been straightforward and genuine, which is part of why fans love him so much." The confession became one of the biggest viral moments in Korean entertainment that year. Clips of the moment gained millions of views, worldwide praising Hyun Woo for his bravery. National media outlets called it a real-life K-drama moment and speculated on whether the two stars might become Korea's next power couple. Weeks later, sources close to both actors revealed that they had been spending more time together privately, getting to know each other better. One insider shared, "They're not rushing into anything, but there's definitely something special between them." This update delighted fans, who flooded social media with supportive messages, saying they hoped the two stars would find happiness together. Despite the overwhelming buzz, Hyun Woo and Lee Se Hee remained tight-lipped. However, fans noticed subtle signs, matching accessories, similar social media posts, and lingering glances during interviews that suggested the confession had indeed been genuine. Sometimes, actions speak louder than words. Fan commented on a viral post, "As time went on, the confession came to symbolize something bigger than just celebrity gossip. It became a reminder that even in an industry filled with glamour and secrecy, moments of real honesty and vulnerability could still happen." "Felt real," one fan wrote. "It reminded us that love can be simple, brave, and beautiful." Today, the story of Hyun Woo's bold confession is still talked about as one of the most unforgettable moments in recent Korean entertainment history. Whether it was the beginning of a love story or simply a heartfelt expression, it captured the hearts of millions and proved that sometimes, reality can be just as romantic and surprising as any drama on screen. Fans continue to hope that Hyun Woo and Lee Se Hee will eventually share more about their relationship. Until then, they remain one of the most talked about pairs in the industry, admired not just for their talent but for the authenticity of that unforgettable moment. As one fan perfectly summed it up, Hyun Woo didn't just confess to Lee Se Hee. He reminded all of us that real-life K-drama moments can happen, and when they do, they're even more magical than we imagine.